Ooh boy, do I have a fun one for you today. Hi there, I'm Ann the Home Bartender. Thanks for watching today. Hit that like button and the subscription button if you have not done that yet. I really appreciate it, and welcome everyone to my channel. There's a lot going on in this cocktail today, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna try it for you now. Oh, you can expect this cocktail to be dangerously smooth. I pick up an almost almondy or orgeat type flavor, though I don't really know why, but it could just be that it has a great mouthfeel from the cream of coconut syrup that we're using today. You know I'm a huge fan of cream of coconut anything, and this one's creamy because we're gonna use that in today's cocktail. I use an Overproof funky rum here, but you'll be really surprised at how much flavor comes from the amount that the recipe calls for. It brings in that ripe banana funk we talk about when we're talking about rums, but it's very, very slight actually in this cocktail. It has a balanced citrus note. It's a tiny bit tart, but besides the citrus, we use Fassionola in the cocktail, and that's a bit tart as well. Today's cocktail comes from William Presswood at the Pagan Idol in San Francisco. It's called the Toucan Dance. You can find it in this book, the Minimalist Tiki book, which I have used before. It's on page 248. That's a picture of it there. And it's a great tiki tropical delight. Stick around, you're gonna want the ingredients for this one. It's super, super good. We'll go over those coming up next. Okay, let's get right to it. Starting with a ½ ounce of coconut cream syrup. You know I love my coconut cream syrup. Next, we get a ½ ounce of red Fassionola syrup. 3/4 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, or super juice if you're using that. After that, we've got an ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice, 2 dashes of an Overproof rum fire, unaged Jamaican rum, excuse me. I'm gonna use this today. It calls for 2 dashes, so I'm gonna use a bar spoon. I think that's gonna be plenty. 2 dashes will really give this cocktail some banana funk. I mentioned that in the beginning. The Wray & Nephew is not nearly as funky enough for me, so the rum fire is really nice for that. 1 ounce of lightly aged filtered rum. We're using real McCoy 3 here today. I think you could probably use a Plantation 5-star if you wanted to. If you don't have the real McCoy 3, it'll slightly change the color if you use the Plantation 5, but who cares really? Okay, a little ice in our tin. By the way, the recipe does say that you can either shake this or blend this, and I actually prefer it to shake it. So a little ice. All right, that ice is almost gone, I can tell. A little bit more ice. The recipe does say that you could use like 3 little melon balls, or you could take a melon baller and use a pineapple with that and skewer that into a little umbrella if you wanted to. But I'm gonna make it here with a little orchid. This is not edible. It's one of the orchids I grow at my house, but I think it's beautiful, and I'm gonna put it in there. Little umbrella on top of that just to give it some more beauty. I'll get a SurfSide sip straw in there. And that's the Toucan Dance, a very full Toucan Dance. If you don't have this book, I am telling you, it is worth it. Go get it. I've made many of the cocktails in this book. I have not had one out of here yet that I didn't actually like. I like everything about today's cocktail, and I think you will too. So let me know when you give it a try. You can find me over on Instagram at Home Bartender Ann, and I'm on Facebook as well. I post a picture and a recipe under the hashtag picture and recipe on Instagram. But I'd like to see your comments over there. And if you make this cocktail, please tag me over there on Instagram. Put a picture up of the cocktail that you made. I'm gonna put a playlist coming up next that has a lot of amazing cocktails from this book in it. So check one of those out. There's something there for everyone. That's it for me today. I'll see you next Friday. Let's make a fun cocktail then. Till next week, be well. So let me know when you give it a try. You can find me on Instagram at homebartenderann. On Twitter, why are you doing that? What's happening? I'm here and you're there.